Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of West Ham Fan TV's post-match pint show. The only post-match pint format show on the internet. Nicky would love that.
Oh yeah.
It's not only a post-match pint show, it's also a Malibu and Coke show today. And with the big man going, I've only gone and got a little replacement.
Oh, I like it.
Current.
Bringing a bit of glamour to the show.
Don't take limelight off me. Current C&K Basildon player and of course former West Ham United ladies captain, Stacey Little.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us, Stace.
Thanks for having me.
That's alright, you're alright, you always welcome me, you know that.
Yeah.
Right, so we just got back from Aston Villa. Mm-hmm. Well, no, not Aston Villa, we got back from the bowling ground where we played Aston Villa. 2-0. Scott, where should we start? Starting lineup?
Starting lineup.
Let's go with the starting lineup.
Let's go with the starting lineup.
4 changes from Saturday.
Happy?
Game. Yeah, I think that would.
Talk us through them, Scott.
Adrian coming back in goal after the birth of his little baby, so congratulations, Adrian.
Congrats.
Which was always on the cards. Noble back in.
What, that he was going to have a baby?
No, that he was going to.
What, was you there? Oh yeah, go on Adrian. 9 months you're going to have her.
Yeah, Noble back in, which I think was given.
Missed him on Saturday, didn't we?
I think so, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, they needed someone to put a foot on the ball,
Yeah.
slide it down a bit and settle it down.
Yeah.
And that's what he brings.
Ginger Pele back in for a Bonner who weren't on the bench, which was.
She's going to love that one.
Yeah.
You love the ginger back,
I do love. Yeah, I do love ginger.
That was a weird.
Why did you got to bring the tone down?
We all love a bit of ginger, Stace.
Yeah, but again, that was the right thing to do, bringing him back in. So yeah, and they got starting up spot on this week, I think.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. First half, Gray.
Well, fantastic, was it? Really?
It wasn't. It wasn't.
If anything, I'd say Villa probably the livelier side.
Yeah.
To start with.
Definitely up until the sending off. That was a big change.
Which we'll go into in a little bit.
Yeah. Stace, what's your?
Yeah, I think we started very, very slow, and I think the turning point was the red card. I think that sort of just G'd us up, knowing that they were down to 10, and we obviously then dominated, and eventually it was never going to be an easy game anyway against Villa because they're obviously down there. They've got to fight now. It's that time of the season, but we were in control. We were comfortable, I think, for once that happened.
I mean, from where I was sitting, I didn't see the sending off. I mean, everyone I've spoken to didn't see the sending off. So, but apparently it was a double elbow, wasn't it?
One in the
double barrel.
They were having a bit of tug at each other. They were tugging each other's shirts, wrestling with each other, and then.
Sorry.
he whacked him in the stomach and then elbowed him in the face. So
yeah,
it's a blatant red card.
That's a definite red, isn't it?
Yeah, but to be honest, if he hadn't got sent off, I was worried.
I had him down.
Up until they got sent off, I thought Villa were sort of weakened, but they looked like more likely to score.
We had the ball and we were going backwards, sideways.
Definitely.
We never looked like threatening, and every time they come forward, they look threatening.
I mean, did they have anything really clear cut though?
No,
really.
I don't think they had anything clear cut all 90 minutes. But for me, Pint on the wing does not work.
No.
Can I?
Go on, you can tell
Can
them.
I just mention it?
Go
So
on.
me and Ryan were talking about the team.
Yeah.
What our ideal 11 would be, and he actually put Payet on the wing, and I said you can't put Payet on the wing, and now he said
Listen,
can we just say I'm right?
No, look, I know you're right, but listen, Bilic done it. I done it, so really, I win. Listen, I totally agree, and I do agree. Payet, with everyone fit, should play that number 10 role behind the striker. I was setting up as that formation as away at a top 4 club. Right. I was thinking more defensive. I can't leave Noble out, so.
No, but you can't. Payet on the wing is poor defensively.
Yeah. And that's what Lanzini does better.
I think today, and I actually mentioned it to my dad, with Payet on the wing, we were too predictable. Everything went to Payet because he's our playmaker.
Yep.
And every time when we could have switched out, it didn't happen so much in the second half, but first half was always out to Payet. It went back in the middle, back out to Payet, when really we should be just keep that ball moving across, but we become predictable because they knew we were going to go to him. If he's in the middle, or if we do switch to that other side, that allows Payet to then come into the middle if it's on that other side, but he was just too far out and he just doesn't create anything from there.
They doubled up on him, didn't they?
A lot starting to target him now.
Just like Newcastle did. Newcastle done exactly the same thing, didn't
Liverpool did.
The thing for me, I'm with you, I think he's got to play behind the striker. In sort of a free role, floating. Have two wingers either side of him, have that older midfielder, or two older midfielders, and just let him float, just let him get the ball.
That's the luxury of having Lanzini, because he does the dirty work tracking back and puts in the tackles.
And that's the thing for me, when Lanzini's back, Payet looks better. Because teams can't afford to put two players on him. So put two players on him.
You've got Lanzini.
Well, go for instance, look at the Liverpool game at home.
Yeah.
They was doubling up on Payet, that was leaving Lanzini free, and he was just taking the mick, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Which is, have you noticed since Lanzini's been out? Because obviously if they're doubling up on Payet, someone's got to be free somewhere else on the pitch. But where Lanzini's been outside, that hasn't been happening. No one's been making the space.
But that's a lot to do with the fact that them three centre midfielders, you know, Song's defensive, Noble's sort of defensive, Kyoto's the only one that, you know, drives at
wants
players.
to go forward, yeah.
And with them two sort of holding midfielders, they're not going to make that extra space. You know, if you notice with today, you look at Song, the extra space he made was dropping in like a centre half and picking up the ball there. And that's fine when you're 2-0 up and you're controlling the game and you want to keep the ball, that's fine. Which I must admit, we went after the sending off, I thought we kept the ball brilliantly. You know, we went backwards too many times when we should have gone forwards.
After that sending off though, I can't remember in that first half any clear-cut chances from us. Can you remember any? I can't remember too many.
Trying to think.
And I was unlucky when it sort of just hit him in the head.
I think that was worse than the one on Saturday against Liverpool, wasn't it? When he done the 50p head diving header at him. You know, but yeah, he was unlucky with that. But that was the only probably clear-cut chance, wasn't it? Really?
I think that was going in,
wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was going in. I think he actually cleared it for him.
What did you make of Tompkins at right back today?
I thought he looked like a karate kid with that thing around his
he's solid, but it's just for me going forward. He's just not. This is where Jenkinson give you that little bit more going forward.
And that's what I think Byron will do when he comes back.
Oh, also get well, Jenkinson.
Yeah.
Good luck, mate. I'm gonna miss him.
I'm going to miss him, but
no, I am. No, I don't want to see any player get injured.
No,
not like that. But
definitely not.
But I know you say about it getting forward, but I would say I like my defenders to defend first.
That's fair enough. But he had nothing in front of him down the right, because even though Payet was out there, Payet kept pulling inside all the time. So that's the difference. Yeah, like you remember last season, Jenkinson and Downing down that right.
There was a point in the second half where you see Antonio tucking in, and you see Song and then Noble both say to him, "You've got to stay wide."
Yeah.
You know, you can see also when players like Song, they look to the right, and Tompkins ain't got that natural. I'm going to bomb forward.
It's almost like they don't want to give him it, because he'll get it.
Yeah.
And if he hasn't got that forward ball, he almost like panics. Like I always find when he gets over the halfway line, his feet sort of like go quicker. Like, what do I do? But yeah, and that's nothing against him, because he's been quality for us filling in at right back. But he needs that. Antonio needs to be hogging that line, just for him to get that ball to him. Yeah.
It's a shame Sam Byron missed out tonight, because I think it'd have been a good game for him to play.
He got
today.
a knock, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he's only out for tonight.
Yeah, it's nothing serious, but. No, it's a shame. But yeah, there weren't really much to talk about in the first half, really, was there?
That was it, really. The sending off was the main focal point. It changed, as I said, that guy, he's mugged every single person off.
He's let them down badly. Yeah. He's let them really.
When you're down there, you need everything to go your way. They were in control of the game. They looked like they were going to cause us a lot of problems, and he goes and does that.
He would have been their main threat as well.
Yeah.
Well, he's the best player, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's it.
It's like us being in a relegation battle now and Payet doing something stupid like that.
Exactly.
You know, but the difference with us, if Payet did do something like that, we've got too many good players.
That's it.
Villa are really. I mean, Agbon Lahore was a shadow of himself, wasn't he?
He's shit. Their team is awful.
I find it hard how Sinclair doesn't start, because I like Sinclair, and even when he come on, okay, it wasn't for long, but he looked lively. I don't understand why he doesn't.
He had a great he was great at Swansea. When he went to City, it dented his confidence.
He was just chasing the pound signs then, really, I think.
I mean, and I thought the Aston Villa move for him would have been good because Aston Villa are a big club, aren't they?
Yeah, of course they are.
But it just don't seem to have worked for him now.
Yeah.
But
and the thing is, I don't think he's going to, because I don't think he's that type of player when the chips are down.
No.
He's going to pull his socks up and graft.
That's why with us, I mean, when we had our relegation battle a couple of seasons ago, he got a lot of stick. But someone like Kevin Nolan is a sort of player you want.
Yeah.
You know, who will drag you through them times, like Noble. You know they're going to stick with these players on the Villa's team were going missing tonight. Cool. Even players like Micah Richards, I thought was very poor today.
I thought he was alright until the sending off. I think he dealt with Pint well.
Yeah,
you know, and it was only when we went.
He's got so much experience. You know, he's won the Premier League.
You forget how long he's been in the game.
Yeah, he's only young. He's only 26, 27.
But his problem is he's a hothead. He's always been a hothead.
Yeah,
and that's why I think he is at Villa. That's why he never stuck around at City, because of that attitude he's got. You know, Julian Lescott was an England international.
Jolien, Lescott. You know, but he played well today, I thought, for them. Yeah.
But you know, they've got them players there. They just ain't got enough of them. And I said that.
The club's poorly, right? They've been flirting with relegation for about 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, for me, they deserve to go down. Like you said, they've been there for like 3 or 4 years now. I don't care about Villa. No. I don't like Villa.
Don't like it.
Never liked Villa.
Don't like it.
No, I've never liked Villa. I've said before, Villa were that team that you'd win week in, week out. They'd lose every week, but they'd still be above you.
Yeah.
They're that sort of team. They fucking egg me. But I don't really care about Villa. You know, I remember them laughing at us when we got relegated. So.
They're going to enjoy that championship.
They won't come back up.
They're not coming back.
Yeah.
I'll always be welcome in Birmingham. James Turner Street benefits. I've got a good story about that, but I'll tell you that off air.
Yeah,
I'm one on benefits, Scott. Yeah, so second half, Bilic obviously give them a kick up the arse at half time. They needed it, really.
We were poor. We were poor.
Yeah, we were poor. There was a lot of players that were poor first half. Antonio, for me. And do you know what? Just before he scored, I was literally turned around to Jay and I said to him, he's been so poor. And then bang, literally as I said it, he scored and I was like, it's alright.
But he weren't the only one. You look at that first half, Noble, Song, Chiarte, Valencia. What was Valencia doing in that first half?
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
When the team sets up, Villa did, after they just got everyone behind the ball, we don't know how to break them down. We're better playing teams on the break. You look
at the movement from us going forward in attacking. Even when the player got sent off, Creswell was pushing forward and he's tucking inside and Payet staying out wide. You don't want that. Creswell's got to be out wide. You want Payet inside. You want to be looking to give Payet the ball because he's got the feet. He's going to win you a free kick, win you a penalty. And it just didn't. The one thing we had first half, Valencia's free kick.
Oh yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Alright, let's go back to the first half. Valencia's free kick. Yeah, it was great, just wide. Second half. No, it was a good strike, and the thing is, when you see what he done at Bournemouth, you had a bit of confidence, and I see it dipping.
He weren't giving that Payet.
Where I sit, I must sit in the most awkward position in the ground because I think everything's going in. And it's about 10 yards wide. I'm like up, I look like a right div. I'm checking behind me. But yeah, I mean, Antonio, great ball from Noble, great header.
Yeah, and he could have been given offside. Could have.
Don't spoil it.
Sorry,
don't spoil it.
I've seen him given. Chiarte was definitely offside, and I think he was slightly offside.
Yeah,
put it this way: they started to show the replay and then took it off, so it had to be close. And
what do you think, Stacey?
I don't know. As I say, when teams are down there in the relegation zone, luck just isn't with you, is it? So, how many times have we had goals given against us? So sod it. Offside, sod it.
You sit the same end as me, so we would never have seen if that was offside or what I mean. So there was a great across the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper sort of give up, didn't he? He sort of just turned around and thought, oh fuck.
He was more interested at screaming at the lines.
Maybe he thought it was offside.
Yeah.
But what a ball from Noble. What a ball from Noble. I'll give him that. I said the first half he was poor, but that's a great cross.
Yeah. And the thing is, we know he's got that in his locker. He set up. Was it Andy Carroll he set up? Against Liverpool. Yeah. He's got that in his locker, and Noble obviously we know gets a lot of stick, but for me he's one of the first names on my team all day long.
He does get a lot of stick, and the thing is, it's like today. we're 1-0 up, 10 men, and we're keeping the ball. We're moving it side to side, and people are getting on. You can hear them. Go forwards. You 1-0 up. It ain't about that. I know what people
move them around, get them out of position.
And I know in people's minds, it's only one goal. It's only one goal. You know, but you just keep the ball. The opposition can't hurt you without the ball.
I was a little bit nervous though. I was thinking, I can just see it because there was parts we were coming deeper and deeper and deeper, and I thought, please, and I was quite surprised actually how Villa weren't pressing us more because. I mean, they set up second half. You knew they were just going to try and sit and get a draw. You could see that every ball that comes to it was just back up the pitch, and then we go again. And I thought we're going deeper and deeper. And I thought 1-0. We know what it's like with West Ham. And I thought just it's easy. We're just keeping the ball. You just switch off. And I was just worried that someone was going to switch off. It's going to roll under their foot, and they're going to get in. And when we got that second goal, I was like, I can breathe now.
I think everybody.
Aston Villa sort of reminded me of us a couple of seasons ago. The way they was playing today.
Just hanging on.
Just hanging on for a point or trying to nick that point, or just happy with a 1-0 loss. You know what I mean? So
I mean, you say we're passing it like bats for, and people getting in the case. Like when you watch Barcelona play, people think they're just pinging it about for the sake of pinging. They're not. They're trying to pull players out of position, and they're trying to see who's switched off. So if they go right back's not paying attention, bang, ping it over.
We've all played football. Stacey still playing now. You always play the way you're facing.
Exactly.
You know. Exactly. Sometimes you got to go back to go forward. You know what I mean?
And I think there was one point we were 1-0 up. I think we put together 20-30 passes, and it created a chance. And I can't remember who had the chance, but it was a close one. You know, and that's what it's about. Like you said, that's what Barcelona do. I mean, Barcelona have got the quality players who make. But
they're not just pinging it back for the sake of doing it. There's a reason.
You know, say you're like comparing us to Barcelona 2 years ago. 2 years ago, it was Blackburn. But now it's Barcelona.
No, I'm not saying we're no. But that's why you need to keep. You need to move, move it about, move their players.
Well, they're going to have to commit at some point. If we just keep going side to side, they're going to have to come and. That's when they create the spaces for us as well, and we're in behind them.
And when you've got players like Pint on the pitch, something will happen. You know?
Exactly. But I think once they went down to 10 men, we dominated.
I mean, we had a couple of clear cuts. I mean, Noble's strike.
He will never hit a ball better than that, I don't think.
What a strike that was! I'm telling you, if that had gone in, Scott, you would have been wearing a Mark Noble shirt for the rest of the year. That was a great strike, wasn't it? Great strike.
Excellent corner. You know, I must admit, we give Pyatt a lot of stick
for not clearing the front.
Especially me and Nicky for not clearing the.
That's the funny thing with Pyatt, isn't he? He's unbelievable, but he just can't take a corner. But over the years, we've struggled with corners, haven't we?
Noble could never clear the front.
I don't know what it is.
Right, he couldn't clear the first man.
But then you see it today. I think we had a free kick in the first half. He crossed it, didn't beat the first man. But every corner beat the first man. You know, and that's what I've criticised.
The thing is, the players we've got in there, Reed, Collins, Tompkins, you know, just whip it in that middle.
I don't understand why we don't score more from set pieces. Like I said, when Carroll's there, you've got Carroll, Tompkins, Reed, Collins. You know, or a Bonner if he's playing. How are we not scoring from set pieces?
I don't know, because we can't clear the front post.
Exactly. You know, it's just.
I mean, the other chance, Creswell had a great strike, didn't he? Right-footed as well.
That was a corner, by the way.
They showed it on the replay, didn't they? The referee started looking at it, and then when they showed it saved it, he turned around. And I was going, look! But wouldn't it have been good though if the ref would have seen that and then just blew for a corner?
Can they do that?
Yeah, of course they can.
You had that fourth official, didn't you, in the game?
I suppose it's just like seeing a replay, like when the fourth official says
when they play an advantage and then pull it back. I'm sure same sort of thing.
I would have been on the channel. Oh, ref! Look the screen.
I think you've had it once.
He should be announced.
Where the fourth officials either disallowed a goal or given a decision that the.
But it takes something brave like that to happen to maybe change all these things in football. Because you look at, I mean, as much as I loved it, Everton against Man City in the cup. When Sterling, when it went out, you know?
That's it. And
wasn't that great? Fucking weren't that great.
I did when I say that, I did think, thinking, Ryan will be he'll be loving that.
Hey, I was loving it. I must have rewound it about 20 times.
But it's where
beat us up then.
It's where do you stop? Where do you stop with the video replays? You know,
you don't want to turn it into rugby, do you? You don't want to turn it into American football.
Obviously for things like corners and that, but
at the end of the day,
incidents.
If incidents didn't happen, we'd be sitting here. You wouldn't have things to talk about. That's the good thing about football, and you don't want to take that away. But sometimes decisions like, imagine if that was us the other night against City, you would be fucking flipping, wouldn't you?
Sure.
You'd be thinking like your first chance to get to Wembley in a major cup final, well, the Capital Cup, but it's still a final.
Yeah.
And you'd have been crying, wouldn't you? You'd have been kicking yourself saying like that.
The thing for me is, I don't understand how they can bring in the technology has the ball cross the line and not bring in video replays.
But what's happening to these ones that hang about behind the goal?
That's only for
Europa League.
Why don't they do that in the Premier League?
They just about got enough referees and linos to do it now.
Come on, get a couple of fans behind them. That'd be the bollocks, wouldn't it? That would be the absolute bollocks.
Yeah,
Cheating lino.
Every goal will be given, I think.
You know, like on Sunday League, where you just put it up for the sake of it.
He's about 10 yards over there.
But yeah, I mean, there wasn't many other chances, was there, before the man? Can you think of any before I say his name?
Yeah, the one where it got cleared off the line. I think it was Mick Richards.
Right.
I don't know how he done it. It looked like, to me, it was in, and somehow he's got the ball off the line. I don't know how, flinging himself backwards. At first, I thought Valencia had edited it over from his, edited it out from.
I was just about to say, what do you think of Valencia today?
A
lot of running, but no.
Nah.
He gets a lot of stick as well, doesn't it? And I like him. I do like him.
Would you like to see, when everyone's back, would you like to see him and Sacco back together up front? But then who would you drop in midfield? That's the problem.
Yeah.
You play one up front, you play two up front, you've got to drop a midfielder, ain't you?
Or unless you go three at the back.
Yeah, we ain't going to do that.
Formation.
We ain't going to do that, are we?
Don't. Don't.
No, we're not going to play for it.
Nah.
You know, it ain't going to happen. And like you said, that's the key thing. You know, you got Lanzini coming back. You've got Carroll's going to be back soon. Sacco's going to be back soon.
Yeah.
As we said before, the headache to have. It's a great headache.
And you've also got Jelavic, and I know he's not everyone's favourite cup of tea, but he's still an option.
He makes a lot more better runs than Valencia.
Yeah, he done well when he come on tonight. I thought he done all right. He made.
He's awful though.
Yeah.
I think I'm with Stacey here. I think he does get a lot of stick for Valencia.
He does.
He tries. He does the running. I think he really misses Sacco.
He ain't that type of forward. He's not. That's the thing.
No.
What do you think?
I like Enna. I've always liked him.
Would you go two up top with Sacco?
We never go two up top.
No.
Never.
You have to drop the midfielder,
don't get all this.
I know you're going to drop
business.
And it really annoys me, especially when we're at home. It's our home. We should be taking the game to them. And I can't remember the last time we played two up top.
No.
I can't remember. And especially when obviously Carroll was up there on his own. You can't play Carroll up there on his own because if he does win the ball, there's no one in behind him. It just doesn't work.
It's all right playing him up there if you've got Pint, Lanzini on the pitch because you know they're going to be there, but I always
used to think Jelavic and Long, when they were, was it Hull together? They worked for a period so well together because you had the big man and the little man, and that's how it worked. And again, when Big Sam was there, when he bought the likes of Maynard and Baldock, he never played them.
No.
And it was crying out for players like that to get on the end of the little flick-ons.
Yeah,
especially Maynard. I thought he would have been a good choice, like in the Premiership.
I think that injury he picked up ruined his chances with us, really.
I mean, but Leicester play 4-4-2.
So do Watford.
They're doing all right.
Yeah.
No, they are doing all right.
But you know, it's getting the balance right. That's the thing. You know, if you go 4-4-2, where'd you put Payet?
On the wing.
That's it. But you can't. But that's the thing. So then you're looking
like you've number 10.
But you're going two up top, right? You can't put him in a free role because then you've got to play three defensive midfielders in a back four. So it doesn't work.
I think
do you know what?
I think everyone, when they put their line up now, they just stick with one up top because I think it's just
that's just the thing,
it's just the natural thing now.
It's what we're used to after the last 3 or 4 years, isn't it? Even like you said, big man, little man. Big Sam was at Bolton. That's all he used to play, but he never sort of done that at West Ham, did he?
No,
he used to have Carroll with Nolan behind him.
Yeah, but I mean, look at it in the sort of late 90s. The fashionable one, it was 3-5-2, wasn't it? Like playing with wing backs, and then it was. What the next one was, and like now 4-5-1 is the fashionable formation with managers until the next till someone stumbles on the next formation that works and everyone starts playing that.
It is just having the right players to play the formation, and that's for me. I'd love to see us play 4-4-2, but we couldn't put our best players in that formation.
No.
You know, because
we've got our best players in midfield.
Yeah.
So we've got to try to get 5 in there somehow, haven't we? And it's hard. I mean, I proved it today. Like trying to get your best players in because you're leaving.
I managed it all right. To be fair.
She did. But you're leaving out even players like Obiang. You know, he's not at the greatest, but he's got potential.
Yeah. And to me, he didn't do anything wrong against Liverpool.
No.
When he's played, I think he's shown that he's got that bit of class about him. But again, you know, when you look, as we said before, you could say Noble's the weakest out of the 4 centre midfielders we got.
Who?
Noble.
I think I love Noble. I really do, and I think he gets so much stick. Okay, he gives the ball away. Who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't give the ball away, well then he shouldn't be playing at West Ham. He should be playing for Barcelona or something. Because if he's not going to give the ball away, Song does it. Song doesn't get criticised the way he does.
No.
Exactly.
Payet does it a lot.
But Noble does the nitty gritty stuff, and for me, it's the same as Flamini at Arsenal. Because he doesn't make assists, because he doesn't score screamers. People think he doesn't do anything, but he's the one that will break down play. He was the one that will put in a tackle, and that's what I think people forget.
Do you think also him wearing the armband this season he's an easy target?
Probably, yeah, because at the start of the season, I reckon a lot of people wouldn't have said he was captain material. I think a lot of people would have said Reed. Obviously, he's been out a lot of time, but I think it would have been a centre back. I think people would have expected to get the armband.
When you look at the captains that Noble's had round him, you think Lucas Neal. Then I know Scott Parker wasn't captain, but he played in there with him. And then you had Nolan. So he's played around some good captains over the past few years, and I always thought Noble for me was my first choice as captain.
I said Reed.
Like, if you've done a list of the midfielders, technically, Noble will probably be at the bottom. But then you've done a list of heart, passion, he'll be at the top. And sometimes, like I said before, you can't have a midfield of superstars. You've got to have someone in there.
You've got to have someone in there who's going to do the dirty work.
Listen, Roy Keane at United, right? He was a great player, legend, but he wasn't the most skillful player. But he used to win that ball.
And
give it to the players like Scholes, Giggs,
Matt Lowley for Real Madrid.
The thing, that's it. You go back to Real Madrid, right? You look at them back when they were in their heyday. And you ask Zidane, Figo, Ronaldo, who was the best player, and they'd all pick Makelele. Because he did the shit, like you say, Song's a wet wipe. Makelele was their wet wipe. You know,
when he gets rough, he's there to clean it up.
Yeah, I've heard this.
But every little bit of shit work that had to be done on that pitch, Makelele did. And then he went to Figo. There's the ball.
You do your thing.
You know, and that was it. And he made them look as good as they are. Because he did the stuff that they did when
he left. They were never.
Do you know what I like about Noble as well? I think if he knows there's better players in that team and he got left on the bench, he'll hold his hands up and say, "Yep, they're better than me." You know, and I think he's like that, and that's why it really pisses me off when I hear people slagging him off, because he's come as a kid through our youth academy. He's been in the first team for over 10 years now. He's got a testimonial. He's West Ham through and through.
That then makes him.
I read something about, has he played under 5 different managers at West Ham, and he's been in every single one of their managers' teams. That speaks volumes there. Every single one of them has wanted him in their team. Not one of them has left him out, so for that right there speaks.
Tells you everything you need to know, really. I think that when Noble's got Song and Payet and Lanzini in there with him, he can get on with his natural game. He doesn't have to try and do.
Noble and Kyoto don't work well together. But when Song sits there, he's better.
Because he can go and do his natural game then, rather than having to, because I've noticed sometimes when Song's not in there and Noble's sort of the main man in the middle, he's trying to do too much.
I think if Song can't play a game for whatever reason, whether he's suspended or injured, Obiang's got to play that Song position to allow Niogo and Kyoto to get more into the game further forward. And the thing for me now with Song and Noble is Noble's learned not to get in Song's way, so to speak, because Song would drop deep to receive the ball, but so would Noble, and they're sort of making the same runs, the same movement, and that's why a lot of time it didn't work. But now it seems Song's doing that and Noble's making himself somewhere else, make more of a presence.
I mean, second goal, right at the death. Check Kyoto, check, whatever his fucking name, I can't say his name.
Cheku, I say.
Cheku, Kyoto, check.
How do you say that?
CK, there we are.
How would you say his second name? We always say it wrong.
Kyoto.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they had a corner, didn't they? I'm sure Adrian had to pull off a save. And they got a corner.
Yeah, I can't remember them.
I didn't watch that because I was like that in my scarf. Do
you know what? This was a sort of game tonight. I thought that they was going to nick a draw. I just thought that before that second goal come, I thought, they're going to nick one. But then we scored from their corner, wasn't it?
Yeah, they broke
their corner, didn't we?
Yeah. Great finish.
Super. Well, to be fair, you got to give Valencia a lot of credit.
Give credit.
Yeah, no,
as a striker, many strikers wouldn't have passed.
Yeah.
I would fucking hit it. I wouldn't run all that way and not hit it.
But the timing.
You would have passed out a half.
I've been blown by then. I've gone into it.
I'll just sub myself off. Fuck this village. Get me off. You've only just come on. Yeah, that's all right. That's enough for me.
But you look at everything was right. The timing, the pace on the ball, the lot. It was the perfect ball for him.
I did think old CK's first touch was too much at first.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
He's giving it. I thought the keeper's got it.
I love a dink over the keeper.
He placed it well.
When the keeper goes down, you dink it. That's got to be worth an extra, guys. Yeah. I love it. I love
Very
it.
FIFA-esque.
Yeah, I love all that. But listen. At the end of the day, 2-0 win.
2-0 win.
3 points.
Yep.
Not the best performance first half, but you got how many times we played well this season and come one.
Yeah, and that's the difference. That's the difference with West Ham this season, isn't it? We're grinding out results like that. Like last year, I mean, I've seen. Was it last year we drew 0-0 with Villa, didn't we?
Yep.
It's the same Villa side, basically. And we drew 0-0. We couldn't break them down, but today we stuck at it and we broke them down. Once we got that first goal.
One thing I will say though, right? You look at the way we moved the ball back past the ball, and didn't really seem to do a lot. Was the same as when we played Hull and beat them 2-1. And when when they got booed off the pitch,
Sam cupped his ear.
Yeah, there weren't a lot of difference.
No.
In that, I know Hull scored, but there weren't a lot of difference.
And the thing is, I mean, the players we've got now, you've got confidence. I mean, we ain't spoken about him, but Antonio, second half.
Yeah,
totally different player. Wasn't
first half again, it was hard to pick out a good player in that first half.
I mean, we hold our hands up here. I mean, we all not slated him, but we was a bit worried about him when he first started.
He could make the step up.
But I
think he's
proved,
growing into it.
Yeah, definitely. He's proved me wrong.
Proved I hold my hands up.
And it's good to see, because if he carries on, $7.5 million for a young English player to steal, and that's another Championship player that we've brought. Creswell last season didn't miss a game. Sam Byram could be another one. You look at them 3 players there, that's under 15 million for them 3.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad big business.
And you look at, what was it, West Brom Stoke were bidding 21 million for Berahino.
Yeah, more than that, I think. About 23, wasn't it?
But that's it. It took ages to get his chance, and he's took his chance now. And he had a few naff games.
But you got confidence in him, because when everyone's back, he may go on the bench. But if he comes on, you know something's going to happen. It's like Darren Randolph as well. Yeah. At the beginning of the season, everyone was
caning him.
When he games.
No, yeah, but when he went in goal last week against Liverpool, I had so much confidence in him, and he kept us in that time.
That treble save he made.
8 games, 6 clean sheets.
And even when did Adrian get sent off?
Yeah, against Leicester, wasn't it?
And he didn't. Was it the Bournemouth game? Yeah. He didn't. Everyone was panicking about him, when actually the people in front of him didn't help him out at all. Not
Creswell
one
and
little
Jenks,
bit. Yeah, it was 2-2, wasn't it?
And you think he conceded 4 goals that day and got man of the match?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Everyone was panicking about him, and he's like, when he has had to fill in, he ain't done. He ain't put. I don't think any goal that has gone past him has not been his fault at all.
I think it said after watching them Euro games, we were all sitting here thinking we need another goalkeeper.
Pre-season when I watched him and he flapped against Southend, I thought, oh, for fuck's sake.
And against Lucertans as well, wasn't it?
And
that was why the rumours of Green coming back, weren't it? To cover.
There was rumours of him coming back yesterday. I couldn't believe that when I seen that.
I did see someone say that actually.
I think it was just talk, wasn't it? I don't know.
The thing is, the only reason
flags ain't enough.
The only reason I'd bring another goalkeeper in is if we were putting him out on loan, because obviously he's got the Euros coming up, so he's going to want to get game time. So that was the only reason, if we were going to bring another goalkeeper in, would be that, for cover for Adrian, send him out on loan to get him game time leading up to the Euros. But on the performance against Liverpool, I don't think it matters if he doesn't play. You know, he's in good form.
Yeah, right, we won.
Good result.
Happy days.
3 points in the bag.
Touch at the top.
Clean sheet.
Southampton on Saturday. Charlie Austin.
Not going to be easy.
Live on Sky.
Not going to be easy.
What was that, 0-0 today against Arsenal, wasn't it? Did it finish 0-0?
think
Yeah,
so.
I did, yeah.
Good result for them.
Good point.
But I mean, boy, that's 2 games we played against Arsenal, ain't conceded. So
Yeah, they beat them 4-0, didn't they, or something like that?
Wasn't it?
Oh, you just know Charlie Austin after what was said
Yeah,
about him.
I
You
know.
know what's going to happen.
I know, it's like what I'm saying there, it's written in the stars,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it always happens against us as well.
Someone did say outside the ground he's injured.
Is he?
I don't know
I
whether
did hear
that's
someone
true.
shout out. I don't know how true
Yeah.
that is, though.
Would you take a defeat at Southampton to go through against Liverpool?
Obviously, don't want to lose any game.
No, I know that, but would you take a defeat at Southampton to? Do you think the FA Cup now we're safe?
We're more than
We're going to
safe.
finish around where we are now, maybe drop down to about
I can't-
8th. Would you think Bilic now should concentrate on the FA Cup?
As much as it pains me, right? As much as it pains me, realistically, we ain't going to get in the top 4.
No, I think we know that, but I think we're still
But
capable
we're
of
heading in the
finishing
right
top
direction.
6.
No, top 6 ain't a problem. We're not going to finish top 4. It pains me to say it because one of the sides that's going to finish top 4, I don't want to see finish there.
We're only 3,
No.
we're only 3 points off the
Listen,
top
there's
as
no
well.
need to talk
But
about
that's
Leicester
the
like that. Leicester have had a good season. Oh, you're talking about Spurs?
Spurs, yeah, you know. But I would take a loss to go further in that FA Cup.
Yeah, I'm. Stace?
If we were guaranteed to win it, yep, I'd take the loss.
It's a hard one because you don't want to lose a game, but
You don't want to lose touch with.
do you think now this is where we fell short last season? Because I really thought last season we could have gone on to win that FA Cup.
We could have won that.
Because
FA
West
Cup
Brom
last
away,
Oh, God.
you was there.
Yeah.
You know that was probably the worst game I've been to in a long. For
That
me, that was
whole
worse than the
day.
Spurs
You know
away.
what, for Nicky, right, you know when you've done the drive home and you had the cam up on the car, Nicky looked like he was going to cry. That game,
I think that's because we nearly crashed into David Sullivan on the way home.
Was that on purpose?
Yeah, well, yeah, I think it was.
But no,
That whole day though for West Ham fans was just disastrous.
journey up
the whole
there, yeah.
traffic, like people were getting in at half time, and I remember a couple of my mates got in at half time. I said I'd turn back round and just go.
Yeah.
Like we were just so bad.
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to do fan cams, they banned us, and it was just a nightmare. But yeah, I mean, that's where I think we fell short. But this season, with this squad, the thing is, the FA Cup this year is a tough one because usually some of the big boys have gone out now. But it seems like the quarter-finals is going to be all Premiership teams. And good that Man City have got Chelsea.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's
that,
gonna
you
be
know a
one
big
out
boy's
there,
going out.
Yep.
Well, I say a
No,
big
Chelsea
boy.
ain't big anymore. Then.
Yeah, exactly. I say, yeah, that could be a shock, a cup shock, Chelsea winning. But
the teams you normally look for that you could, you pick start of the season, you could easily turn around and say it could have been the semi-finals of Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, or Arsenal, Man United, someone like that, and they're all still in it.
yeah.
Liverpool are going to go out next Tuesday, so we're all right there.
Yeah, I
But the
mean,
thing is, if you want to win the cup, you've got to beat these teams.
Yeah, but Klopp's already turned around and said that he's going to field a similar team with even more youngsters in it. So I think his priorities now is the Capital Cup and
the
trying to
Europa
finish as
probably.
high as possible.
Yeah.
So yeah,
To be honest, I'm more worried about him fielding a bunch of youngsters who are out there to prove themselves than if I'd rather him play the first team.
the thing is they've got a good following as well coming down. So it's going to be a good game, good under lights. I hope it don't go extra time. I hope it don't go penalties because we'll be doing post-match pint at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I'll take the loss Southampton to beat Liverpool.
I think personally, I think we can nick a win at Southampton.
We can beat Southampton.
I think
we
we're better.
We don't do well down there.
No, but I think we can nick a win. I'll take a point now. A point on the road anyway is good. But
I mean, last 2 there have been 0-0s.
yeah, so I fancy us to.
Charlie
But I'll
Austin.
definitely we can. FA Cup, we get through there. We've got Blackburn in the quarterfinals. They've just sold their
round.
best player.
5th round.
Fifth round. Then we can move on to the quarterfinals, and then you're one game from Wembley.
which shouldn't be. But
then we don't want to be plotting too far in because we was doing that last year. We beat West Brom when
but when you get through these rounds, you beat Liverpool, big club. You go to Blackburn and just sold their best player. You can win up there. Then you go into the quarters and you think to yourself, we are one game from Wembley. I know it shouldn't be. We all agree that it shouldn't be at Wembley, but it is, and it's a day out for the fans. You think you can start dreaming when you get past there.
Cool. Always start thinking. But when we get to the quarters, that's when I start thinking what we could do.
One thing you know though is you get to the quarters, you're going to play a big team.
Yeah. Bilic knows. Bilic has said it
unless
before.
We play Spurs.
We play on a game by game basis.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
He's looking at Southampton. He ain't thinking about Liverpool. He's looking at Southampton. And for me tonight, you see he plays it in the game because 2-0 up, he still leaves Pint on the bench. Leaves Pint on the pitch. I'd be dragging him off. Yeah. I would have dragged him off at 1-0 because he's their best player, and for me, you want to protect him. We're winning the game, we're comfortable, but he doesn't, and that's because he looks at it as a game by game process, and that's how you got to do. So we've got enough to beat Southampton, and we've got enough to beat.
Prediction for Southampton.
I think we're going to nick it 1-0.
2-1. Prediction.
I'm going 2-0.
2-0.
I think it's going to be 1-1.
Prediction for Liverpool next week.
2-1.
2-1. I'm going 2-0.
I'm going 1-0.
2-0.
Prediction. Oh, I'm joking. We'll do the rest of the season. We'll have a big accumulator.
Listen to our predictions, mate. We'd win every game. We'd be as bad as Mark Lawrence, so we would.
Right, just quickly then. Transfer window shut now. Happy with the deal, Sam Byram and M&EK?
Yeah, M&EK 50-50. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, we'll see how that pans out.
Well, I don't know much about him, I'll be honest. I looked up his stats and everything. He's got a good goal scoring record.
He's got an alright.
He's a gamble, isn't he? He could be the best thing. He could be like a Sacco or he could be a Savio.
Yeah. Apparently the last few games he played when he was in Turkey, he got booed off the pitch by his own fans.
Oh well, he'd be welcome over West Ham and we'd boo everyone.
But that's it. We don't know. We don't know what we've got.
Nah, he's another body. Yeah. He's another option, isn't he?
Of course he is.
But the thing is, the other year at the African Cup of Nations, he finished top scorer in the tournament.
At a World Cup, Gary Breen looked like the best centre half in the world.
I read on these.
We signed him off the back.
Exactly.
I read on his Wikipedia. I don't know how much you believe Wikipedia, but he had a buyout clause of £42 million. This player 4 years ago when he signed his new deal, and we got him on loan. Says it all, doesn't it? Players going out. Zarate.
Yeah, that was the right thing to do.
I'm not really too bothered about that, to be honest.
Yeah, he was one of them ones, wasn't he? You either love him or hate him.
I just found him frustrating. He could have been so much better, but he just he beat one, then he'd go back and try and beat the same player again. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll go and beat you, try and beat you a third time, and then he'd lose it. And then
would you say like a poor man's Di Canio? But Di Canio could do that. Yeah. He reminded me of that.
3 times.
Yeah. And then go back and just shake your hand to take it.
I think his attitude was just. I think his attitude.
I think that proved in his last 2 or 3 games. He wanted to
that game where he got dragged off at half time when he didn't even. That for me that was the end.
I think Slav's already proved he's not the man to cross it. Proved it with Morgan and Furtado.
And where's he now?
And Zarate. I don't know where he is. When he in Winter Wonderland or something. I don't know.
We got what, 3.5 million for him as well. It's a good bit of business. I think good bit of business.
I think with the Zarate going, I think that money, why we didn't spend that is because I think they're going to use that for Lanzini, because Lanzini's got to be done before the end of April.
That worried me that it weren't done already.
I don't think they're panicking, because Lanzini's happy here. He's got an agreed deal. We've got until April. If it gets to past April, then I'll start panicking. Like, I'll be going around David Gold's house saying, like, don't go to sleep, mate. You fucking wake up and sign him.
Exactly.
Because if we don't get him, someone else will. Yeah.
The Lanzini thing is a priority to tie up. They need to find the money. Fucking have a collection outside the ground for it. It's got the money.
Sam Byram as well. Great signing. Happy with that. Sam Byram. Yeah. Who else left? Anyone else left?
Jenkinson.
Oh yeah, but that one.
To be fair though, right?
False.
But listen, I said it earlier. I wish him well. Like, I don't want to see any player get injured because I like Jenkinson. I mean, we was all raving about him last year, saying, let's pay 10 million for him. Get him. He's had a poor season.
Yeah,
poor season. Starting to get back towards where he was, last
he kept a clean sheet when he went in goal.
Yeah.
Give him that.
The thing for me though is that Arsenal are making us pay his wages till the end of the season.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
that's why we haven't been able to get another player on loan.
The thing is, at the end of the day, we signed him for the season. He got injured with us, so I can see Arsenal's case, but
in my thing, it's not so much they want us to pay his wages. They're worried about us going to sign another Premiership player. That's what it is.
We could have got Debussy off him.
A bit of conspiracy theory.
But it is. You know, why are they making us pay his wages? He's their player. He signed their contract. They loaned him to us. We're benefiting them by them loaning him to us. Right, he's got injured. But then why should we keep paying his wages? He's injured. He's your player. Take him back. You know, claim on the insurance. That's what you have it for.
Claim on the insurance. Yeah, like he's got injured. He ain't crashed his car.
But that's it though.
Lost his no.
I've got a write off. I'm third party. Oh yeah, no, all right.
Was I driving the vehicle? No, not me.
He just come round the corner and hit me.
But that's it. We shouldn't have to pay his wages now. He's not our player, mate. We've sent him back.
You'll have Genghis on one of them. Have you fell over at work?
Old Andrew,
you know when I fall off the ladder.
We'll find the right lawyer for you.
But you know, in my mind, Arsenal should have just swallowed the rest of his wages, and that would have freed up some money for us to go and get another player. To me, I would have liked to see bringing in probably another right back, just as cover. Because with Byram, you know, he's picked up.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But I suppose with Tompkins there and Super Joey O'Brien, you know.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Tarantino.
God bless him.
Do you think the Jenkinson injury sort of kept him at the club?
I think Joey O'Brien done it.
Kicked him in training.
I don't think his injury was that bad because he hobbled off. He went down to that change room and Joey O'Brien was in the corner of a baseball bat and he went, "Come here, you little fucker." "Oh, come here, you little fucker." And done him.
But he did play well when he come on against Liverpool. He done all right, Joey O'Brien.
Didn't Sunderland want Joey O'Brien? And West Ham said no. Yeah, because obviously Jenks had.
Yeah.
It's obviously still part of Slav's plans then, for the time being. So.
I think come the summer he'll be gone.
But I think with what we've got to look at now, with the squad and injuries coming back, we've got a good enough squad now to carry on this season, and who knows where we're going to finish.
Who would you have liked to have seen coming?
I'm trying to think what we need, who's available.
Maybe a winger.
I think when you say winger, I think with Moses will go in the summer, and I hope that we push for that Gokhan Toure. Because I feel he's a sort of player that will definitely come to us with what we've got to offer him next season. And him and Payet, you know.
Yeah, Moses doesn't really.
His heart ain't in it, and
if I had to choose between Moses and Antonio, it'd be Antonio for me because he does that work back. I don't think Moses does that. He doesn't do that up and down the way Antonio does it. Antonio works hard.
Yeah, it's a shame with Moses because when he first signed, when Man City away, I thought he looked so good.
Even Newcastle.
And I've seen him play like for Liverpool and Wigan, and I thought he's a really good player. But he just, I don't know. I think
it's the
bit of an attitude.
Yeah, that's it. It's the inconsistency in his attitude. It's like when you're having a bad game, if you put in the work rate and put in a shift and work hard, you don't notice. But you either get Super Moses or
there's no middle ground.
I think it's almost like he's got a chip on his shoulder because he is on Chelsea's books, and Chelsea obviously is Chelsea, and it's almost like West Ham is below him. Do you know what I mean?
But how many games he played for Chelsea?
Well, I know.
He's on their books, and every
I know.
We're bigger than them.
But you're saying with every manager Noble's played under's played him. How many of them managers has longed him off out on loan?
I love that word, long him off.
That's Scott's cap, but right, long it off.
Transfer in the Shark, we're happy with the squad in, we can't do no more deals now. We've got a good enough squad to push on.
Listen,
good cut
Lanzini
run.
back, Carroll back, Sacco back.
And he said 2 weeks, Lanzini, after the game. He was in his car and someone asked him.
I thought it was Saturday.
He said 2 weeks.
Someone is back Saturday.
In Norwich,
I think it's Carroll, isn't it? Sacco will be back in 2 weeks. Lanzini, Carroll.
Liverpool.
Yeah, you know, good luck to him. But yeah, so
we was happy with the transfer window.
Yeah, all done.
Happy with everything,
right,
all done and dusted.
Clean sheet. Good transfer.
You happy, Stace?
Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah.
Malibu and Coke go down well. You're right. Yeah.
No, that was just Coke.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's a school night.
If the old Bill are watching, this is all fake. This is apple juice and Right. Let's talk to Stacey then. C&K Basildon.
Yeah.
Enjoying it?
Yeah, really enjoying it. Yeah. I was a bit nervous going there, to be honest, because I've had a few ding dongs with the girls in the past.
Got sent off against them, didn't you?
I did get sent off with against them rather.
What did you do?
2 tackles. The first one weren't a booking. The second one. Yeah,
was the straight red?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't a straight red. But yeah, I did get sent off. And even because they basically, a lot of them were sort of come from Colchester United when we used to play against them, and even then, the rows I used to have with them. So when obviously I left West Ham and that come about, and I'm thinking, I spoke to obviously Steve Tilson, manager. And I said, how are the girls? I'm a bit worried about what the girls are going to be. He said, honestly, and he actually messaged all the girls and said, right, Stacey's coming training. How do you all feel about this? And none of them really said anything bad. I've been out with them a couple of times, and obviously when there's alcohol involved, they go, Stace, we used to hate you, but now we love you. And I was like, that's fine. But yeah, they are a really great bunch of girls. The team spirit amongst everyone is just amazing. I haven't heard anyone bitch about being on the bench. I haven't heard anyone slag anyone off. I'm really amazed because playing against them, they were a nightmare. And now I'm one of them. They're even worse. No, but they are really, they really are a good bunch of girls, and I am enjoying it, to be fair. And we've done well when we've come in, not been.
And you got your first goal last week.
And I got my first goal last week. Yeah, tap in. I'll take that.
Oh no, it's a 25-yard screamer, wasn't it?
Into the semi-final.
I was trying a few of them, and they weren't happening.
They weren't happening.
That was the quarter-final. So we got our semi-final against Colchester Town in the Essex Cup. Doing well in the league. So yeah, I am happy.
Above West Ham.
Yeah.
No, we ain't going to talk about that because that's all.
That's in the past.
It's done and dusted. At the end of the day, you're a C&K Basildon player now. Happy, enjoying it.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing. You've got to enjoy your football. Especially when you're not getting paid $50,000 a week. So.
Do you have to pay what did we pay? $5 subs, wasn't it?
Started out at $5 subs.
We went up about
No, we don't. No, we don't.
$5 to play football. You know what I mean? That's why I used to like getting sub, because you didn't have to pay.
And you got guaranteed to start next week as well.
No, we don't. We don't have to pay. Our chairman is he's a top bloke. He's a really generous bloke.
No, you have got a great setup down there. They play at Canvey Island. Great setup.
It's obviously not, when I moved there, they're like, where have you gone to, Basildon? Like, who? I'm like, hang on a minute. It'd be very materialistic of me to not go there because they're not a name, like a Tottenham or a West Ham or a Brighton, But they're going in the right direction. They've got a lot of big plans coming up. And, they're in the same league, so... For me, it means diddly squat, really. But yeah, I am enjoying it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good to see you enjoying your football game.
I am.
And you also got a bike ride coming up. Tell us about that. Come on. We're going to plug this.
Yeah, it's London to Amsterdam. Just a few miles up the road. So it's on the 3rd of June for prostate cancer. We start off at the Velodrome in Stratford. We cycle, I think it's over 2 days, so the first day is, I think, it's about 63 miles to Harwich. Get on at Harwich, get ferry across overnight, obviously rest, try not to sit down. Get on the ferry, get off the next morning at the Hook of Holland, and we cycle the rest. I think it's another, I say the first day is 83 miles, the second day is about 63 miles, and we finish up at Ajax Stadium.
Oh man,
have a glass of champers to celebrate, and we've got like a tour around Ajax and all that. But the worst thing is, after we've done all that cycling, we've then got to get back on the bike and cycle 6 miles to the hotel. So
at least you ain't got to cycle home.
I think I might walk the 6 miles.
Yeah,
just
there's a
pushing
positive
the bike. But yeah, obviously I've got my Just Giving page, which
smashed it, didn't you?
Yeah, I have.
Smashed
my target.
So
my target was £1,000, and I've got, I think, 1,085. But again, that's obviously I've got to thank all the West Ham supporters because a lot of it was done on Twitter and Facebook, and obviously, although I'm no longer part of West Ham, they've still showed me their support.
I think you'll always be associated with West Ham, Stace.
Yeah.
Honestly.
now that I've got me Stone going at the Olympic Park, yeah.
Yeah. You're there forever.
I'm there forever.
There forever, yeah. But yeah, no, we'll obviously put all the links on our website. Dan over there. Dan, here, put all the
Dan, I always wanted to go. This is my link down here.
Can you put a link there so she?
Yeah.
Smash it off.
And now I smash it off the screen.
And then the link goes up there. That's all she come on here for. Is
or
for that.
If you can get a bike that cycles across the screen with the link, that'd be.
Yeah, we'll have a week for post those pints.
we can't do that, Stacey. We ain't got the budget or the man hours.
What TV show is this? I've come on to.
This is worse than an ITV8.
We'll whack it on our Facebook.
We'll put it on Twitter, Facebook, all the social media stuff.
Good, because that's the only reason I come on here.
Yeah, I know. And for the
Coke.
But yeah, no, honestly, good luck to you.
Thanks.
I'm fucking glad I ain't doing it.
Tomo's doing one next year, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's only going from Parslow to Stratford.
Am I doing one? Has this been decided?
We'll just discuss it now.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. Will you normally tell me
There
what
might
I'm doing?
still be spaces for the one I'm doing if you want.
Yeah, look, let me have a think about that.
I ain't trained.
Right. Well, I'll just run from Upton Park to here and I ain't trained for 6 though. I'll tell you what, my legs are killing me. I feel like Nicky when he walked up the castle. I know how he felt now. Bless him. Don't laugh at him. God bless him. He's in Florida now.
Yeah, I know.
Sunning it up.
Pictures all day.
Yeah, I know.
Sun lounger.
I know. Do you know what what a picture that was, eh? Him on a sun lounger, squinting like a celebrity.
And he said he went out and got some peanut butter M&Ms.
Double barrel.
I like peanut butter.
Look at Dan cracking up over there, look. Right, should we leave it there then, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, let's.
Yeah, should we finish?
Yeah.
Had a good show, we enjoyed it, yeah, all done, 3 points.
We're back again Saturday.
We are back on Saturday.
Yes.
We're not going to the game,
No.
but we're going down the bowling pub to watch the game. Mm-hmm. So come down there if you want.
Ryan's buying.
Fuck that. Nah, fuck that. Yeah, and then we're going to come back, do post-match pint. Yeah, and then
All that caper.
on the social next
on
week.
the social, Graham on the social. Don't forget to send your questions in to Graham.
Get them in.
What is it? Hashtag WHFTV social.
Yeah. On Facebook, Twitter, and on the comments section of last week's one.
He loves his show, doesn't he?
He does.
It's not my show.
He's getting a bit.
It's our show. It's our show.
Yeah, Nicky ain't
show.
getting his seat back now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nick.
But yeah, no, we'll leave it there. Don't forget, subscribe to our channel. Comment below. Mm-hmm. Comment. Give it. Do you know what? Just
Nice comments.
Yeah, nice comments, please. Or she won't come back on. But yeah, no, just subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Facebook. Facebook.com/West Ham Fan TV. Twitter.
At West Ham Fan TV.
And the website www.westhamfan.tv.
Instagram.
West Ham Fan TV.
Well, we're in it there. We're in it in the usual way. Come on, you Irons!